One issue, 2 points of view. Agora.
The aging of Europe. This demographic context today raises questions about the age at which people stop working. The conditions of retirement are a priority subject across Europe. EU competence to act in this sphere, however, is strictly limited. Should there be a European common policy on pensions? European Parliament members French socialist Françoise Castex and Dutch conservative Ria Oomen-Ruijten discuss pensions, a headache for Europe.
I don't like to speak about aging of the society. I don't think that's the proper way to look at it. We should be happy that our parents can have a higher age as my grandparents had before. So the phrase I always use is our society, our European society, is silvering. If you look at the pension age, then it is true that my grandparents worked from 14 years. Nowadays, most of our people come on the labor market when you are 25. So that means they don't work as long as their parents and their grandparents did. So you have to look at it.
I don't think the legal retirement age is the problem, since we see there is one, and that after 60, yes, this can be raised legally.
Et que au-delà de 60 ans.
Augmenter ça.
Oui, mais on peut augmenter légalement.
But if people are no longer in work at the time, they can apply for their pension rights. It means that companies no longer want to employ them. It means that they're tired. It means that there are reasons for which people do not work much beyond the age of 60.
En réalité, les gens ne travaillent pas beaucoup plus au-delà de 60 ans. Bon, alors, je suis d'accord.
So I agree there is an intolerable level of unemployment amongst seniors which must be changed.
Qu'il faut supprimer.
Companies must not lay off people, as they do far too often today. People after age 55, we must really go through with this.
Des gens à partir de 55 ans. Il faut vraiment aller jusqu'au bout.
We have in the Netherlands, we have a system that when you want to quit older people, you need to have a special arrangement. Otherwise, you can't do it.
Il faut voir aussi que
we must also see that life expectancy depends on the age at which a person retires.
L'âge de départ à la retraite.
The later one works, the shorter is one's life expectancy, because working after 60 is more tiring and wearing than before that age.
Après 60 ans, fatigue plus et use davantage que le travail avant.
I came before I was in politics of an electricity company, and you saw there that everybody who has an age of 55 years working in shifts, that is quite impossible at a certain age. So you have to be more flexible in the labor force. You have to be more flexible also in the work given to elder people. And more people want to work. Perhaps not the 36 hours a week, but perhaps only half time. Give them more flexibility to work and to save a part of their earnings for the later pension. That's a structural change we have to make in the pension systems.
Je ne crois pas que plus de flexibilité.
I don't believe that more flexibility at work can solve the problem.
Le problème.
People working longer or more per week or year is not going to solve the problem.
La semaine ou sur l'année, qu'on résout le problème. Le gros problème.
The big problem of workload lies not in the volume each person assumes, but rather in the overall workload. There is, if there were...
There is a high burden on the youngers to finance all the social benefits for those who are not working. It was in my country, one has to finance two people not working. And that's a mix we can't afford. And we all want to live in a prosperous society. We all want that also the poor people, also the lower class, have a pension, have an income which they can affordably live from. That's not the division between us. But we can't put that burden only to those young people who are working. So we have to make more people work in a comfortable way.
Yeah.
And that's also what the older generation wants. They don't want to be the babysit of their great children.
Organiser et réaliser le plein emploi.
Organising and making full employment a reality from the beginning of a person's active working life until the end of it, which should be around 40 years in duration, would solve a big part of the problem of paying for pensions.
Un gros problème de financement.
If you look now at the problems of Greece, of the eurozone,
yeah,
then we can expect that if there is not an economic coordination, and especially on the pensions, that we will have more problems in the future. So my aim is that we will have a strong coordination. Otherwise,
yeah,
it's the faillite of the euro.
Yeah. Il faut que les États acceptent d'avoir.
States are going to have to accept not only economic convergence criteria, but accept fulfilling social criteria as well. This means criteria for the employment of young people, criteria on educational spending, living conditions for seniors. All this would allow for a veritable convergence of policies.
Qui permettrait qu'il y ait vraiment des politiques convergentes.
Coordination has to be there in fiscal matters, in pension matters, in social matters.
Yes.
Yes. I agree. I agree on that. But that also means that some of our countries have to restructure their systems. That has also something to do for France.
Nous sommes très en retard sur
We are very behind on this. We're very late with integration of the labour market, with harmonising employment conditions, qualifications, salary levels. We're very late on all these questions.
I am in favour of a minimum income. A minimum income.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe you're as utopian as I am. I don't know if we have the same solutions, but we do have the same goals.
Yes.